Hi artists! Today we're going to draw a gumball machine, and it's one of the iconic paintings that Wayne Thiebaud created. We're going to use his work as inspiration. What you're going to need is your next clean page of your sketchbook, and you're going to hold it vertically, which is up and down like a book. I'm going to use this paper to just be an easier access on the screen for you with my Sharpie. You're going to need a good pencil and a good eraser, and I have Pusheen here. They're cute. Alright, so let's get started. We're going to draw a gumball machine that fills your page, and if you can imagine the actual globe part, this is an old-fashioned gumball machine. The globe part is in the top portion, and then you'll have the bottom here. We're also going to do some shading, so think about that in your color choice as we move ahead. But right now, let's do the line drawing. So on the bottom of your page, you're going to do a half curve shape to form the bottom portion of your gumball machine, the machine part that takes the money. And it's sort of like a curve little shape here, like a long bar, but it's got rounded edges. And then if you need a ruler, please go ahead and use one. That's fine. I'm going to freehand this. You're going to do 2 lines on each side. Next, to go across the machine, you're going to go across on both lines, and then it dips down to create where the money goes. And there's another piece on top of that, so we're just going to do another set of lines right above it. Looks kind of like a face, doesn't it? Alright, so this is where your money goes in this slot here, and we're just going to fill that in with black. And you can fill that in with your pencil. Again, I'm using my Sharpie first. You'll be doing Sharpie line after your pencil mark. And then this sort of creates a design feature on the face of the gumball machine. Kind of the old-fashioned label. Make my edges a little sharper. And I think on Thiebaud's there's a 1-cent sign. It shows how much money it costs. And then we're just going to connect these two here. Hopefully that's good and visible on your screen. It's okay if things are a little wonky. Use your eraser. Alright, so the next level of the machine, it's a little skinnier part that goes across, but it's still curving things because the machine is not straight. Alright. It's got a rounded surface, so we're just giving it that illusion. I'm going to make another line here. Alright, so the next level of your machine is these curvy pieces that hold the globe, and they almost look like skinny hot dog shapes, and I'm making them round just because this is more of a comical globe feature. It's going to be light and bright and fun. Alright, now is the tough part. We got to get something that really helps us draw that circle. I'm going to pencil mine in just so that I'm secure in what I'm doing and showing you. I'm just going to pencil in my globe so you can see. It's kind of hard to get a perfect round shape freehand, but I'm going to do my best, and you can too. So if you have a little plate or something that you'd like to trace, please use the tools that you have around you to make a nice round shape. And sometimes if you see me doing this back and forth, it's because I'm shading in my pencil and I'm trying to get the best line that I can in order to be as straight as I can. I'm not sure if you can see that, but when I'm happy with what I have after I've gone over it a few times, then I'll Sharpie it in. So we're going to do that now. Hopefully my hand won't shake. All right, pretty good. So the background, we always do, when we're drawing, we do things in the front of our page that come at us first, and then we can shade later. So we're doing the things behind the gumball machine now, which is basically just putting a ground line. And that gives us a little bit of perspective. And we're going to do some shading with color over here on the table. But let's do the fun part of all those little gumballs. And again, you can use something to help you do shapes that are perfectly round, or you can make shapes that look like jelly beans. Maybe it's a jelly bean machine, can be. And that's absolutely acceptable. This is your creation. So I'm going to go in and start doing my gumballs. And mine are all different layered pieces of round candy. I think mine might be, could be Skittles, it could be peanut M&Ms in there. Would that be good? Think about what candy you like. Gumballs are not the only option. Skittles, can taste the rainbow. That would be fun. So you're making layers of gumballs all around, and they're just filling the bottom here. And some are behind the others, and that's why they overlap. It's just the illusion of things nestled in a gathering spot at the bottom of the machine. And again, mine are not perfect circles. If you want perfect circles and you have something that you could trace, like maybe the cap of your glue stick or another shape that you have that's perfectly round, go for it. That's whatever tools you can use to guide you, use them. I like to just jump in and be freehand because it comes out wonky and fun, and go from there. Some are big, some are little. I don't know what kind of candy this is. Maybe yours has lifesavers. Does anybody like lifesavers? I used to have those a lot. So you're going to see me fill this in with color and shading. And by shading, I mean it's going to look like the illusion of depth, and you'll see the gumballs will come to life with more dimensional design as I color them in. So that part is sped up. Again, this is your creation. Yours is going to look completely different than mine, which is the way it should be, and I am excited to see your creations. Have fun, artists. about the halfway mark, and I wanted to show you how to shade your gumballs and make it have that little bit of highlight that pops on the paper, and it gives it that dimension. So you can see I did a purple one here, and I'm going to show you exactly how to achieve that look. The other blue ones are not done, just so that I can show you how the process goes. Alright, so just get this screen a little closer for you. Basically, you have in your kit these dual colored pencils, and you can use these. They work great. I'm going to save this as a fresh pack, but this is what you need to make the shading. And you can also use your pencils for the beginning part that I did with marker, and that creates, this is the shadow, and this is the shading. So creating a shadow in this color is kind of fun. It's not what a real shadow would translate to in that bright blue, but it is fun imaging to consider. So let's pick a color. I'm going to pick out, I have a huge bag here. I'm going to do pink. And basically I'm going to make a little box at the top. Let's hold that up. So it's like a little side rectangle, and that's my white highlight. And then I'm just going to fill in the rest. And I'm going to be very light at the top and gradually getting darker to the bottom of my gumball. And then I'm going to press nice and firmly, not to break my pencil, but to get that darker tone. And if the white part doesn't work out for you, you can always go back with a white pencil and blend it in. And that's what's great about pencils, is they are blendable. So you can see here it's dark at the bottom, and it gradually moves lighter to that white spot. And they're all facing this direction, because if the lighting were on top of your gumball machine, the light reflection would hit from the left if the light source was over here. So we're going to assume that there's a light over here, and that's where the light source is coming from. So all your little white specks are sort of in the same spot. Now I'm just going to add some to the blue, and they're not as bright because I didn't make that opening, but it still works with this shadow, and you can just fill those in. This is definitely time consuming. Do your best work and give it a try. And you'll see the rest of this video sped up showing you my footage.